Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. So in previous video lecture already have discussed the concept of types of relation. Okay, so reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So in this video we'll do some problems regarding the types of relation. Okay, so let's do to start the problem. देखो numerical problems number 1 is given that let T be the set of all triangles in a plane. गिवन क्या है ना, T इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल ट्रायंगल्स इन ए प्लेन. देखो गिवन क्या है, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू राइट गिवन T इज द व्हाट सेट ऑफ ऑल ट्रायंगल्स, सेट ऑफ ऑल ट्रायंगल्स. दैट मीन्स ऑल ट्रायंगल्स मतलब T1 T2 T3 अप टू Tn तक. ओके, गिवन बाय ए रिलेशन R इक्वल टू क्या है ना, T1 T2 because the relation is a pair, so T1 T2 where T1 is congruent to T2. Congruent मतलब equal, congruent means equal. Okay, so you have studied in the 10th standard SSS. Okay, so that's why you can tell T1 is congruent to T2 का meaning है क्या, T1 is same similar to T2, but you have to prove that then so that R is an equivalence relation. So what is the meaning of equivalence relation? When a relation is reflexive, symmetric, also transitive, when three conditions are satisfied, you have to understand that relation is a equivalence relation. Okay, so first thing you have to check all these relations, reflexive first, then symmetric, then transitive. So before that what to do, I am telling, first write the given statement. So देखो यहाँ पे क्या given है ना, T is the set of all triangles. Okay, देखो I am writing T is the set of all triangles. First thing. Second thing what to do, just to write the relation. Relation क्या है, R equal to T1 comma T2 such that T1 is congruent to T2. T1 is congruent to T2. This relation is given. देखो two things are given. T is the set of all triangles in a plane, R is the this. What to do, you have to prove equivalence. That's why you have to calculate, you have to check reflexive first step, then symmetric, then transitive. If all conditions are satisfied, then we can say the given relation is equivalence relation. So देखो reflexive, so reflexive का meaning क्या है, already have discussed. When A belongs to R. ओके, रिफ्लेक्सिव का मीनिंग क्या है, रिलेशन R on A is said to be reflexive when A belongs to R. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट देखो यहाँ पे क्या गिवन है, T1 is congruent to T2 होना चाहिए. सो रिफ्लेक्सिव मीनिंग क्लियरली T1 here, T1 is congruent to T1 है कि नहीं. रिफ्लेक्स का मीनिंग क्या है, A belongs to R मतलब A is similar to A. According to this relation A belongs to R मतलब क्या है ना, so just to check A क्या है, T1 same A, that means that is also T1. so T1 T1 का मीनिंग क्या है, T1 is congruent to T1. एक बात बोलो, I am similar with myself or not? You are similar with yourself. Okay, everyone is similar to with himself. Okay, so according to that every triangle, not I am taking T1, T2 is also congruent to T2. वो तो सबको पता है. Every triangle clearly T1 is congruent to T2, so T2 is also congruent to T2, T3 is congruent to T3, dot Tn is congruent to Tn. Okay, so then we can tell the given relation is what, reflexive. Reflexive का meaning क्या है, A must belongs to R. So we can write also here clearly क्या है ना, every triangle clearly T1 is congruent to T1. Okay, T1 is congruent to T1. Why? Because every triangle is congruent का meaning similar. Every triangle is congruent to itself. Okay, every triangle is similar with itself. Okay, T1 belongs to R, T2 belongs to R, T3. Okay, so hence it is reflexive. It is what? Reflexive. Clear? This answer is over. Reflexive हो गया. Next thing what to do? Check symmetry. Okay, so before that pause the video to note it down. So देखो next thing we will discuss about symmetric. So symmetry का definition क्या है? If AB belongs to R, then that must be BM belongs to R. So let AB belongs to R. मतलब here A is what? T1, B is what? T2. So let T1, T2 belongs to R. Let T1, T2 belongs to R. So here A is what? T1, B is T2. Okay. So implies that it's what? Its sentence meaning क्या है? It is that this expression meaning is this. So T1 is congruent to T2. The meaning of this statement, you have to prove that T1 belongs to R. In symmetric, if AB belongs to R, you have to prove that BA belongs to R. Clear? So T1, we are taking T1, T2 belongs to R. You have to prove that T2, T1. Because T1 is congruent to T2. Can you write? T2 is congruent to T1. Yes or no? Yes. Why not? If A is similar with B, or B definitely B is similar with A. Okay, no problem. So this word का mathematical expression क्या होगा? T2, T1 belongs to R or not? देखो T1, T2 का wording क्या है ना? T1 is congruent to T2. When I am writing T2 is this is the very easy thing. If T1 is similar with T2, देखो मेरे पास दो मार्कर है. If this blue marker is similar with the green marker, just to reverse, this green marker is also similar with the blue marker. Is there any doubt? No, I think. So that thing, T1 is congruent to T2. That means we can tell T2 is also congruent to T1. That means this sentence का mathematical expression है कि नहीं? Okay. So since T1, T2 belongs to R, hence it is T2, T1 belongs to R is coming. That's why hence it is what? Symmetric. Hence it is symmetric. Clear? So ये symmetric हो गया proved. Okay. So next thing what to do? You have to prove transitive. Check the transitive. So before that pause the video to note it down. Transitive. देखो. We will check transitive relation. So for transitive you have to check that. Just to remember the definition. Transitive का definition क्या है? If AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then AC belongs to R. है कि नहीं? So this is the meaning of transitive. If AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then first and last must be there. Okay. So देखो यहाँ पे what T1, T2. So let I am taking let A मतलब T1, B मतलब T2. So let T1, T2 belongs to R and BC wherever the ending that must be starting. So T2, T3 belongs to R. ध्यान से देखो what I am telling. Let AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R. Then you have to prove that AC belongs to R. Okay. So similarly, I am taking here T1, T2 belongs to R, and T2, T3 belongs to R. A, B, BC. You have to prove that AC belongs to R. मतलब here you have to prove that what? T1, T3 belongs to R. You have to prove here. है कि नहीं? You have to prove that T1, T3. Okay. So देखो how to prove. So this expression का wording क्या है? T1 is congruent to T2. This expression meaning, and दिस एक्सप्रेशन का मीनिंग क्या है? T2 इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू T3, है कि नहीं? दिस इज द गिवन. सो एक बात बताओ, T1 इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू T2, T2 इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू T3, दैट मीन्स ऑटोमेटिकली T1 इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू T3, है कि नहीं? क्लियर और नॉट? If blue marker is similar with the green marker, again green marker is similar with the black marker, you can easily tell this blue marker is similar with black marker. Okay, so in this way you can prove that T1 is similar with T2, T2 is similar with T3, automatically T1 is similar with T3. So this sentence का mathematical expression क्या होगा? T1, T3 belongs to R, है कि नहीं? So this is our target. Let AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R. You have to prove that AC belongs to R. देखो AC आया कि नहीं? Here A is T1, C is T3. So hence it is transitive. Hence it is transitive. So देखो reflexive हो गया, symmetric हो गया. Also it is transitive. That means since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, hence the given relation is what? Equivalence relation. Okay, so this is the meaning of equivalence relation, है कि नहीं? Equivalence relation का meaning क्या है ना? If a relation is all reflexive होना चाहिए, symmetric also transitive, then we can say the given relation is what? Equivalence relation. So this is our target, hence it is proved. Okay, clear? So this is the first numerical problems regarding the types of relation, reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So before that, pause the video to note it down. Coming to question number 2. So question number 2 is given what? Let L be the set of all lines in a plane. Okay, and R be the relation in L defined as R is given L1, L2, where L1 is perpendicular to L2. This is given what? L1 is perpendicular to L2. You have to prove that R is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. देखो previous question में क्या था ना? Triangle वाला. So in this question, line. So suppose this blackboard is a plane. In this plane there are set of all lines. Okay, there are n number of lines are given. Okay, and R with the what? L1, L2. Relation मतलब pair. So L1 is perpendicular to L2. Okay. So you have to prove that it is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. देखो how to prove. देखो for reflexive, first we will check reflexive. So before that, already I have told first to write the given data. So given data क्या है ना? Given. So first thing write given L equal to set of all lines in a plane. This is given data. Set of all lines in a plane. Clear? हो गया? Coming to next, R is given. R is what? L1, L2, such that L1 is perpendicular to L2. Okay? So line 1 is perpendicular to line 2. This is given. So देखो first thing we will check reflexive. We will check reflexive. Okay? So according to definition of reflexive, AA belongs to R. Okay, AA belongs to R. So here A is what? L1. This is also L2. Okay, A. So first we'll take L1, L1, L2, L2, L3, L3. That is the concept of reflexive. So when we'll take L1, 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 because A, A. Okay. So L1 का meaning क्या है ना? L1 is perpendicular to L1. L1, suppose this black marker is my L1. So this line is perpendicular to with itself. Is it possible? No. Every line is not perpendicular to itself. But we can tell every line is parallel to itself. Clear or not? So every line is parallel to itself, but every line is not perpendicular to itself. It's an impossible thing. So that's why we can tell L1 not belongs to R. है कि नहीं? Because L1 is not perpendicular to L1. Okay, so that means it is not reflexive clearly. So we can write her clearly L1 not belongs to R. If single condition is not satisfied, that is not reflexive. Single condition. Don't write L2. There is not necessary to check L2, L3. Okay. Single condition is not satisfied, that is not reflexive. So clearly L1 is not perpendicular to L1. That means L1 will not belongs to R. Because why it is not belongs to R? Because every line is not perpendicular to itself. Every line is not perpendicular to itself. Clear? So hence it is not reflexive. Hence it is not reflexive. Clear? So first reflexive relation is over. Clear? We have to prove that it is not reflexive. देखो question में it is not reflexive. First thing is proved. Okay. So coming to second, which is symmetric. Now we'll check second is symmetric. Okay. So before that, note it down. So देखो first thing symmetric. Next thing. Symmetric, according to definition of symmetric, what? If AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R. So next we will discuss about symmetric. Okay. So let L1, L2 belongs to R. Here A is what? L1, B is L2. So L1, L2 belongs to R. But you have to prove that L2, L1 belongs to R. That is the main thing. एक बात बताओ, suppose this is L1, blue marker is L1, my black marker is L2. L1, L2 का मीनिंग क्या है ना? L1 is perpendicular to L2. देखो L1, L2. If L1 is perpendicular to L2, now you will tell L2 is perpendicular to L1 not, because they are mutually perpendicular. L1, this is common thing, L1 is perpendicular to L2. L2 is also perpendicular to L1. Okay. So let L1, L2 belongs to R. इसका मीनिंग क्या है ना? L1 is perpendicular to L2. Also we can write L2 is also, you will write this symbol. Okay, that's very better. This meaning is similar with this meaning. This meaning is similar with this meaning. Okay, so L2 is also perpendicular to L1. If अगर L1 L2 के perpendicular, L2 is also perpendicular to L1. So if L2 is also perpendicular to L1, can I write L2, L1 belongs to R? देखो, if L2, L1, that means L2 is perpendicular to L1 according to our given relation. So देखो, I am taking L1, L2, we are getting L2, L1. Okay, so hence it is symmetric. Hence it is symmetric. Check करो, question is given. You have to prove that R is symmetric. देखो, symmetric हो गया नहीं? I think this is very easy, no problem. So note it down. Coming to second, transitive. देखो, next thing will prove transitive. So for transitive we are required three elements. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, that means AC belongs to R. Okay, so here A is what? L1, B is L2. You have to take another element C, which is L3. So transitive. So transitive के लिए क्या लेंगे ना? Let L1, L2 belongs to R and L2, L3 belongs to R. You have to take both according to the definition of transitive. You have to prove that L1, L3 belongs to R. You have to prove that L1, L3 belongs to R. That is the main thing. So देखो first thing, इसका मीनिंग क्या है? L1, L2 का मीनिंग क्या है ना? L1 is perpendicular to L2 and इसका मीनिंग क्या है? L2, L3 का मीनिंग L2, L3 is perpendicular to L3. L2 is perpendicular to L3. Okay, this bracket का meaning है. Now tell me L1 is perpendicular to L2. So देखो I am taking example. देखो there are three lines. Okay, so red is L1, black is L2, green blue is L3. So L1, suppose this is black is red is perpendicular to black. L1 is perpendicular to L2. देखो L1 is perpendicular to L2. Okay, L2 is perpendicular to L3. L2 is who? एक काम करो, black is L1. ध्यान से देखो. I'm drawing. This is black. Black is L1. Okay, L1 is perpendicular to L2. Suppose I'm writing red. Red marker. This is suppose L2. L1 is perpendicular to L2. L2 is perpendicular to L3. देखो. This blue is L3. ध्यान से देखो. L1 is perpendicular to L2. L2 is perpendicular to L3. Now you have to prove that L1 comma L3 belongs to R. L1 comma L3 मतलब what? L1 is perpendicular to L3. That's the meaning. Now by looking you can tell L1 is parallel to L3. It's not perpendicular. Clear or not? So L1 so implies that you can write L1 comma L3 belongs to R or not belongs to R. It is not belongs to R. It is not belongs to R. है कि नहीं? Because L1 is not perpendicular to L3. It is parallel. Check करो. L1, L2 perpendicular, L2, L3 perpendicular, but both are parallel. है कि नहीं? देखो, this is the meaning. Black, red, blue. Both are black, blue are parallel with each other, not perpendicular. That's why it is not transitive. It is not transitive. Clear? So this is the small problem regarding the reflexive, symmetric, transitive case. Clear? So first thing, note it down. Coming to question number 3rd. देखो, this is also very easy question. So that the relation are in the set given है क्या ना 1 2 3. एक set है उसके अंदर 1 2 3 3 elements है. Okay, so you have to prove that the given relation is what 1 1 2 2 3 3 1 2 2 3 is reflexive but neither symmetric nor transitive. देखो this is also very small question. Okay, so first thing you have to write already have told first write given data. So given data क्या है देखो given set. So let this is a set. Suppose you take A. Let A equal to 1 2 3 and also R is given what 1 1 2 2 3 3 1 2 2 3. Okay, so this is the given relation. First to write set and relation in every question. First thing we'll check reflexive. First thing we'll check reflexive. Yeah, reflexive है कि नहीं? So for reflexive you have to prove that A belongs to a set A में जो भी एलिमेंट है उसका सेम इमेज आना चाहिए. So 1 2 3 मतलब 1 1 2 2 3 3 होना चाहिए इन अ गिवन रिलेशन. एंड देखो द रिलेशन इन रिलेशन 1 1 2 2 3 3 है कि नहीं. अगर एक्स्ट्रा है तो नो प्रॉब्लम फॉर रिफ्लेक्स ऑलरेडी आई हैव टोल्ड. ओके, सो क्लियरली देखो several times I am writing clearly because that is clearly defined according to the given relation. So clearly 1 1 2 2 3 3 belongs to R. है कि नहीं? Minimum 3 pairs required because 3 elements are given set. अगर एक्स्ट्रा है तो नो प्रॉब्लम. दैट इज नॉट नेसेसरी पार्ट. नेसेसरी पार्ट इज दिस 3 पेयर. है कि नहीं? चेक करो. अगर है it is reflexive. It is reflexive relation. Clear? Next coming to your symmetric case. देखो symmetric case. So symmetric में क्या होना चाहिए? A B belongs to R. That means B must be there. So देखो which pair is not belongs to. देखो 1 1 का reverse 1 1 no problem. 2 2 का 3 3 का same. देखो 1 2 belongs to R but 2 1 is not there. So clearly 1 2 belongs to R. 1 2 है but 2 1 not belongs to R. Okay, so hence it is not symmetric. Hence it is not symmetric. it is not symmetric. Okay, coming to next is your transitive. देखो transitive केस क्या होगा? Transitive AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, that means AC also belongs to R होना चाहिए. Clear? So देखो 1 का एंडिंग पार्ट क्या है? 1. स्टार्टिंग देखो 1 है कि? यस, स्टार्टिंग इज 1. देखो एंडिंग 1, स्टार्टिंग 1, दैट मीन्स फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट क्या है? 1 2 पेयर है अकॉर्डिंग टू डेफिनेशन ऑफ रिलेशन ऑलरेडी गिवन द एग्जांपल. कमिंग टू सेकंड पेयर में एंडिंग क्या है? 2, स्टार्टिंग 2 है क्या? यस, स्टार्टिंग 2 भी है, दैट मीन्स फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट मस्ट बी देयर. देखो फर्स्ट लास्ट क्या है? 2 3. ओके, सो 2 3 पेयर इज आल्सो देयर. कमिंग टू दिस एंडिंग क्या है? 3, स्टार्टिंग 3 है क्या? अगर नहीं है तो नो टेंशन. कमिंग टू दिस एंडिंग क्या है? 2, स्टार्टिंग 2 है क्या? यस, स्टार्टिंग 2 है. देखो अगर स्टार्टिंग 2 है तो क्या होना चाहिए? 1 3 है क्या? नहीं है. देखो दिस 2 पेयर 2 2 एंडिंग स्टार्टिंग है लेकिन 1 3 पेयर नहीं है. सो दैट्स व्हाई यू कैन राइट हियर क्लियरली 1 2 बिलोंग्स टू R, क्लियरली 1 2 बिलोंग्स टू R and 2 3 belongs to R. Okay, but 1 3 not belongs to R. Okay, so hence it is not transitive. Hence it is not transitive. Clear? So देखो क्वेश्चन इज गिवन दैट यू हैव टू प्रूव दैट इट इज रिफ्लेक्सिव. देखो रिफ्लेक्सिव हो गया बट नाइदर सिमेट्रिक नॉर ट्रांजिटिव. क्लियर? सो hence it is proved. Okay, so pause the video to note it down. Coming to question number 4, it is given that what you have show that the relation R in the set Z. The set is Z, मतलब integer. R is the given a comma b such that a2 divides a minus b. 2 divides a minus b. इसका मीनिंग क्या है ना? a minus b is divisible by 2. Try to understand. 2 divides a minus b का मीनिंग है just reverse that a minus b is divisible by 2. Okay, and prove that it is an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation का मतलब क्या है? That is reflexive होगा, symmetric होगा, also transitive. Okay, that is the main thing. So देखो how to prove. So first thing you have to write in each and every question given set also relation. So given देखो given क्या है ना? Let Z equal to set of all integers. It is given set. Relation क्या है? देखो relation is a comma b such that 2 divides a minus b. 2 divides a minus b. But you have to understand that a minus b is divisible by 2. Okay. So देखो how to check. First thing you have to check by taking reflexive. Okay, so देखो how to check reflexive. So for reflexive a belongs to R. देखो यहाँ पे a belongs to R हो रहा है कि नहीं? देखो a मतलब a comma a, its meaning is what? 2 divides a minus a. 2 divides a minus a, so a minus a मतलब what? 0. So just to think reverse way, a minus b is divisible by 2. a minus a मतलब 0. a minus a मतलब 0 is divisible by 2 or not? 0 is divisible by 2 or not? Yes, why not? So 0 by 2 is what? 0. So 0 is completely divisible by every number. Okay, so clearly okay, so a belongs to R because here a is a, b is also a. For reflexive a belongs to R. Why? Because 2 divides a minus a in place of b. Just to take a, 2 divides a minus a, that means 2 divides what? 0. Yes, why not? So 0 is divisible by 2. 0 is divisible by 2. Okay, so this condition is satisfied. That means it is hence it is reflexive. Clear? So reflexive तो हो गया. Okay, so first thing write this note. देखो coming to next we'll check symmetry. देखो symmetry. Next we'll check symmetry. ये तो reflexive हो गया. Next target is you have to prove that it is also symmetric. देखो symmetry में क्या होगा? If AB belongs to R, BA belongs to R. So that's why first to take let AB belongs to R. Its meaning is what? Its meaning is what? 2 divides A minus B. Otherwise, if you can understand, just to write in also A minus B is divisible by 2. A minus B is divisible by 2. Its meaning is this. But you have to prove that BA belongs to R. BA matlab what? B minus A is also divisible. Suppose I am taking 4 minus 2 is divisible by 2. Hai ki nahi? 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 is divisible by 2. But 2 minus 4 is what? Minus 2. So minus 2 से divide होगा कि नहीं होगा? Yes, why not? Minus 2 is also divisible by 2. It's possible. If A minus B is divisible by 2, implies that B minus A is also divisible by 2. है कि नहीं? B minus A is also divisible by 2. Because the answer will come what? Negative number, no doubt. Suppose 4 minus 2. This is 4, this is minus 2. So 4 minus 2 is divisible by 2. 2 is by 2 by 2. This will come 1. When you reverse, you get 2 minus 4, which will come minus 2. So minus 2 by 2, which will come minus 1. So no problem. Given set is what? Z. So all negative, positive, 0 will come. No problem. So B minus A is also divisible by 2. So if this is satisfied, can I write the format is this? B comma A belongs to R. Check karo. B comma A. When I am writing B comma A, what happened? 2 divides B minus A. Dekho. Okay. So by taking AB belongs to R, we are getting BA belongs to R. That means, hence, it is symmetric. Hence, it is symmetric. Okay. So one thing I want to tell, relation chapter का problem कुछ भी नहीं है. First thing you have to set in your mind, this question will be satisfied or not. Okay. So देखो A minus B is divisible by 2. Just to think in your mind. Also you have to think that B minus A divisible by 2 होगा कि नहीं होगा. So just necessary part is you have to set in your mind. Then you can write easily. Okay. So first thing, note it down. So coming to next is your. So coming to next is check transitive. देखो transitive होगा नहीं होगा. First thing you have to take same funda. Let AB belongs to R. And what? BC belongs to R. You have to prove that SC also belongs to R. So देखो let AB belongs to R का meaning क्या है? Same thing, A minus B is divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. And its meaning is what? BC मतलब B minus A. So B minus C. B minus C is divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. Clear? Now you have to prove that SC belongs to R. That means A minus C is divisible by 2. You have to prove this funda. So check करो A minus C होगा कि नहीं होगा. Suppose I am taking example for better understanding. Suppose A is 10. A is 10. Suppose B is 4. A is 10. B is 4. Suppose C is 2. Okay. So देखो A minus B. 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 coming 6. 6 divide हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है? 6 is divisible to, no problem. Coming to C. C मतलब I am taking 2. 6 minus 2 coming 4. 4 is divisible by 2 or not? But you have to prove that SC. A मतलब this. C मतलब this. So SC मतलब 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 is divisible by 2 or not? Clear? So अच्छा एक बात बोलो. A minus B is divisible to मतलब can I write A minus B equal to 2 से डिवाइड हो रहा है. दैट मीन्स कैन आई राइट 2k. बिकॉज सपोज आई राइटिंग 10 minus 4 is divisible by 2. Its meaning is what? 2 into something. 10 minus 4 is what? 6. 6 is divisible by 2. That means 2 into 3. Clear or not? Suppose I am writing 10 minus 6 is divisible by 2. Its meaning is what? 2 से डिवाइड हो रहा है 10 minus 6. That means 2 into 2. So can I write A minus B is divisible by 2 मतलब 2 into something. 2 into something. So that something, suppose I am taking K. So first thing, try to take K1 because another example is there. So for this K1, for that K2. So 2K1 and B minus C is also divisible by 2. Can I write 2K2? Okay. So a काम करो, just to add both this equation, just to add. So when you add a minus b plus b minus c equal to 2 into k plus k1 plus k2. When you add these two equations, just to add it, what you will get? देखो b b cancel हो रहा है, you are getting a minus c is equal to 2 into k1 plus k2. एक बात बताओ, k1 k2 क्या है ना, belongs to z, where k1 plus k2 belongs to z. This is what coming set belongs to z. देखो a minus c is equal to 2 into something. You are getting here what? A minus c equal to 2 into something. अगर a minus c 2 into something है तो its meaning is what? A minus c is automatic, divided by 2. Clear or not? So clearly a minus c is divisible by 2. Okay, a minus c is divisible by 2. So hence, implies that a comma c belongs to R. Okay, this coming AC मतलब what? 2 divides a minus c. देखो a minus c is divisible by 2. AC belongs to R. Hence it is transitive. Hence it is transitive. Clear? So now you can see that this relation is reflexive, symmetry, also transitive. So you have to write in the last part, since R is reflexive, symmetric, also transitive. Okay, since R is reflexive, symmetric, also transitive, hence the given R, relation R is what? Equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Just to note it down, hence R is an equivalence relation. देखो, this was your question. You have to prove that the given relation is an equivalence relation. Clear? So I think all of you clear how to check the given relation is reflexive, symmetric, also transitive. Clear? So first thing, note it down. So I think all of you clear regarding the problems we have solved today, 4 numericals. Okay. So from next video lecture we will discuss congruous modular relation R. Okay, we will discuss next class, no problem. So first thing, if you like this video, just to share, also subscribe my channel to get more update on the video. Okay, so up to that I am keeping bye bye, take care.